Hello everyone. In this video, I will show you how can you get your hands dirty with Langchain agents. So if you are not aware what Langchain is, I would recommend you to watch my earlier video wherein I just briefed about this concept. So agents are the ones who uses LLM to determine what needs to be done and in what sequence. So what action has to be taken and in what order basically. So let me quickly point you to the list of available agents. So these are the four agents which are mentioned on Langchain's documentation. The very first one is zero shot React description. So it is completely based on the tools description what we are providing. So you can provide even a single tool or list of tools based on what you want your system to do. But the only restriction is your tools should be in the form of lists. So this is what we are going to check out today. And the second one is doc store. So it is mainly useful when you want to interact with doc store, and it requires two tools, search and the lookup. So search tool is going to look for the required document, and lookup will figure out which is the most recent document which can have this particular term. And the third one is self ask with search. So this tool, in fact, you can read all the descriptions over here. It is like very clear and concise, and this tool is mainly it works like a Google search API and works on the factual answers. So you will ask your questions and it will provide you the response based on the facts. And the fourth one is the conversational one. So these are the four agents which are available today. And now how agents work is completely based on the tools. So tools are nothing but tools are those functions which will be used by agents to interact with the outside world. Let me quickly show you the list of available tools. So as of now, these are the tools which are available. So list is not that long, but it's quite good. So you can go ahead and read this from this documentation. The one which I'm going to try out today is SERP API, and this is mainly the search tool. A search engine useful when you need to answer questions about current events, and the input is in the form of the search query how we used to give to our ChatGPT. So this is the simple one-line description over here. Let me quickly go and get started with this one. So the very first thing, before going ahead, I want to show you one question here. So I'm in ChatGPT and I'm asking what is Whisper API. Let's see what it has to say. It is saying, as far as I know, there is no standard or widely known Whisper API. It means ChatGPT is not yet trained with this particular concept, because this is the one which was released very recently, or you can say it was released after the ChatGPT was trained. So this is the question which we are looking for answer, and let's see how we can solve this question by using this Langchain. So I'm on VS Code, and the very first thing we need to do is we need to import the required packages. So let's go ahead and say Langchain.agent. So this is the first thing which we are going to do. So import load tools. Second thing which we just a second, load tools. Second thing we need is like instantiating the agents. So for that we will say Langchain.agents import initialize agent. And the third one is to import OpenAI. That again we will say LLMs import OpenAI. Okay. And one more thing we need is OpenOS, because I need to set environment variable. Let me quickly go ahead and execute this cell. Okay. So in case if this is not working for you, make sure that you install the required package, which is Langchain and OpenAI, before proceeding further. Okay. Once this is done, we will go ahead and set our environment variables, which is nothing but the two required keys. The first one is OpenAI API key, and the second one we need is for searching purpose, and that is like SERP API key. So I will again set environment RP API key. So these are the two keys which you need to set. The first one is quite straightforward, and I have already mentioned about this in my many previous videos. So definitely you can go ahead and check this. But the second one, I'm not doing it here. So what you can do is I will be mentioning my Medium articles link in the comment section. So I would suggest you to check out my comment section and see how you can grab this particular key. So as of now, I'm just commenting it out because I have already set these two environment variables. Okay, now let's go ahead, and very first thing we need is to define our LLM, which is nothing but OpenAI. And here I am saying temperature equal to 0. So if you want different response every time, then you can set some other value apart from 0, but I am okay to go with the same value or same response every time. Then we will go ahead and say load tools. And inside this, as I mentioned, you need to provide the list of tools which you want to use along with this agent. So the only tool which we need for this purpose is SERP API. So I will just give that in the form of list, and next we will go ahead and initialize our agent. So let's call initialize agent. It will take tools, then we need to define LLM, then agent. So agent name is the one which we just saw, zero shot react description. Okay, so let's go ahead and execute this. Cool. The only thing which is remaining is to running the agent, and that can be done by calling run function, and inside that we can pass our question, what is Whisper API? Let's execute this and see what happens. It's gonna take a few seconds. Okay, so Whisper API is an automatic speech recognition system developed by OpenAI that enables robust transcription in multiple languages. So now this is, let me go ahead and search on the Google for the same question. So when I did Google, it is saying almost the same thing. So Whisper is an automatic speech recognition system that OpenAI claims enables robust transcription in multiple languages. So now how will you make sure that this response is in line with this one? So in that case, what you can do is we can go ahead and enable the verbose mode. So here, while declaring the agent, we will say verbose equal to true, and then we will retrigger this query, and this time you can see the entire detail is appearing over here. So what it found on the internet is this one, price read this is this, then it also observed this particular line, and then finally based on those two observations it concluded that okay, this is the final answer. And these are the two lines which we just saw here, that it is like price read this and this is, so each and everything whatever we are getting here is from that search itself. So I hope you got an idea how we can utilize search